There's all the big fishing boats pushed up onto the mangroves and the shoreline. Look at all those boats stacked up. That is a mess. Specifically over here too.
We said only 2 of them have insurance.
2 of all the boats.
All the shrimps, only 2 of them have insurance.
Only 2 have insurance. Wow.
With boats and traffic still piled up, along with chairs and trash, a few other things that remain unchanged since our last episode include our van, which, if you recall, had an unwelcomed run-in with a semi in the midst of our cross-country journey to Florida. And then there's the heat and Drew's prized Smash Penny collection.
Oh, the Smash Pennies.
Oh my gosh. But with the amount of elbow grease we've all been putting into things, the one thing that is looking better these days is the bottom floor of our parents' home.
Just to let you know what it took to get it to look like this. After about 2 weeks of shoveling and scraping our way through the mud, tearing out all the walls, fixtures, and things like the garage door track, along with sifting through muddied photos, memories, and trying to decipher what to salvage and what to throw away, we were finally ready to sweep, blow, scrape, and vacuum, all in preparation for power washing, which would happen whenever the power washer guy decided to show up, so we had to be ready.
This is as good a day as any to start the rebuilding of life.
And then there's moments like this, and anybody who's got a leak in their roof right now is definitely gushing in. Skip and I are trying to do the dishes right now, and we need some fresh water, so we're collecting it. Look at this, our bin. That was in about 2 minutes. It just filled up entirely. I mean, look at the amount of water coming off that. And look at this. This is the bottom of the rental house. It is just full of water and just, ugh. Show me how it's done. Oh. You washing your shoes?
I'm washing Tom's shoes.
So this is inside my parents' rental house. And as you can see, the water came up to halfway on the walls, and so we are gutting the entire thing. Wow. Holy cow, man. It's leaking right here. Coming in through the AC vent. Right now we're in one of our family friends' homes, and if you look above me, they've had to pull out all the drywall on the ceiling, all the panels, because rain that happened after the hurricane, about 3 inches of torrential downpour, and the rain just seeped through the top and through the broken tiles on the roof, and it just drenched these rooms. They've had to rip out all the carpet and everything on the floor in here, and we're on the 2nd story of the home right now. It's just a story we keep hearing. The water damage is so extensive. Everything just has to be ripped out right down to the studs, because anything that's left that has moisture in it will just be a problem in the future.
I would be lying if I didn't say that these were some of the hardest days of my entire life. I've never seen anything more devastating than what Fort Myers Beach looks like after Hurricane Ian. I know that there are many who are living in a worse situation than us. I'm grateful that we have our van here and that we were capable and able to come here and choose to help, you know, but our family and so many others have no choice. And it's not just what it looks like, it's what it sounds like, the dump trucks and the excavators, and what it smells like, the black mold that's growing and the decomposing algae, and the cars and the boats that are upside down and in the water. Nobody can touch the ocean, the canals. It is toxic. And so the few homes that are still standing, like our families, because the 2nd floor was basically untouched, if you've seen in our hurricane episodes. We're hoping that they'll be able to move in soon so that they're not just living in their van, although their van has air conditioning, which is a huge plus when you're down here in South Florida. Drew and I don't have an air conditioner, and for whatever reason our ceiling fan decided to break. We just have been helping ever since we got here. We haven't been able to help our own situation, and so I'm feeling a little bit exhausted and sad. My spirit is burdened for others, and I'm trying to take care of myself as best as I can because that's the only way that I'm going to be able to sustain this. Something that has been a daily part of our routine for over 2 years now that I am so grateful we can rely on in times like these, when it feels especially hard to get in all the nutrients and vitamins we need through food because we're simply too busy or our hands are just too dirty to put vitamins in our mouths, is AG1. It's just 1 scoop or convenient little travel pack per day, making it so easy for us to get the 75 vitamins, nutrients, and whole food sourced ingredients that we need to feel balanced in our minds and our bodies. AG1 to save the day! Whether you're looking for something to help with digestion, energy, or your skin, making AG1 a part of your daily routine is like having nutritional insurance to help fill in any gaps in your diet. Plus, it's vegan, gluten-free, paleo, and keto-friendly with no preservatives, GMOs, or artificial sweeteners. And by using our link below, you will get 5 free bonus travel packs plus a 1-year supply of vitamin D. So 1 scoop a day, and you'll be well on your way. We're just trying to take it one day at a time. Today, Drew is over at the beach helping his dad. I think that they are pressure washing the floors today. They were actually scooping the thick layer of mud that the storm surge had left behind. Having this cleared out meant that we could have the back area pressure washed as well, which would be a huge improvement for Drew's parents.
We're making progress. The floor's looking so much better. But this scraper, this tool right here, guys, is the best. Seriously, it's so much better than a broom.
But I'm staying back here at camp at the commercial plaza where Drew and I originally built out the interior of Spirit, our van. You guys might remember our legendary Sprinter van series. That's our house. That's our house. We got this. But we're parked here along the road where the dump trucks do go back and forth 24/7 because it's along the route for the landfill. And this is where we have running water because there's no running water to rinse off the salvageable items from their home. No water, no power. We bring it back here to camp.
Just because I'm not at the beach right now doesn't mean the cleanup isn't happening all the time. All of this stuff here, these kites, the wetsuits, life jackets, they all have to be cleaned. We don't have electricity still. We don't have water out there. There's no sewer at the beach. So having running water, a hose just to try to get the dirt, the sand, the grime, the stink off of these things is totally key. So I have 4 kites here to wash. If you guys aren't familiar, my dad and I love to go kite surfing. There were 7 in the closet downstairs, and there's only 4 remaining. Somehow they got sucked out of the house with that 9 foot of water in there, but they're pretty trampled on. I'm hoping they're salvageable. Gotta get them cleaned like everything else that was in the house or anywhere out on the beach for that matter.
So trying not to think so hard and to feel so much because if I do, I will get nothing done. So we have a list of tasks to do. Those smashed pennies. What do you say? I heard Coke can work wonders, which makes me wonder about what it does when you drink it.
Two hours later.
Well, the Coke didn't do the trick, unfortunately. This is some next level corrosion that we're dealing with. So I've got out the copper glow and I think I'm gonna have to scrub each one of them individually.
Meanwhile, in Fort Myers Beach. Just want to point out some of the crazy things that happened. This is a telephone pole that snapped off. It's lying right across the back of this person's yard. The power of Ian. This was a monster storm, guys. It really was.
Just having another moment. so many things to feel for so many people, and including for myself. Like, I can't live down there, guys. Drew had mentioned wanting to live in spirit outside his parents' house in the coming days. It's not just the construction and the mold and it's what happened. Every time I see broken windows, or it's like I can see what happened. So I don't know what to do.
9/11, the delayed onset of lung and respiratory problems that came from that was astronomical. Astronomical. So all the people down there cleaning it up, I mean, it's a frightening place to be.
It is. So I just got off the phone with my doctor, my homeopathic doctor, who I've been seeing ever since I can remember. When I was little, they thought that I had cystic fibrosis, but it happened to be allergies, and he helped cure me. And, well, that was his wife, who I was speaking to. She said, 100% do not recommend you going, because I'm already compromised, because I have asthma, my lungs are weak, and maybe my husband and, you know, his parents, maybe they're not so immunocompromised like I am, so maybe they can handle it better. I don't know how I'm gonna tell Drew this. I didn't foresee this part of the situation. I mean, I thought it would be a thing, but I didn't think it would be this bad. After sharing my concerns with Drew, we decided it would be best for me to go visit my family on the other side of the state for a few days, where I could enjoy a touch of normalcy and have the space to clean a box of things on my to-do list, including those pennies, which were going to need another solution if we hoped to restore them to their original shiny selves. All right, so it looks like Mom had the secret formula, Brasso. Look at that. When you compare it to these over here, couldn't even tell you what this one says. Here.
First installment of?
The Toothbrush Girls.
Okay. Bing. 1, 2, 3.
Ding. Ding. Scarlet did me. Okay, there's the before. Magic toothbrush.
This is exciting.
It looks like a smashed penny again. This truly is a team effort, guys.
Treasures.
So it's 5:45 a.m. We're waking up in the van. Rise and shine, camper. It's butt whooping time.
That's my dad. He drove over to help Drew and his parents in my absence.
How do you sleep in our van?
It was wonderful.
You are our second guest in our van.
Really?
Yeah.
Who was the first?
Skip slept there the night before.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
And now Skip left. And you're here to give us a hand today.
We're sleeping on this 200-pound cover here.
Brittany's weighted blanket.
You can't move. Alright.
Let's go. It definitely helps having other people lend us a hand each day. It's a lot of work. We got Chris hard at work up here, ripping down studs, removing screws left and right.
Yeah, look at that, look how fast. Oh, well, that's not that fast.
There you go.
Yeah.
Brittany, you might not be here, but your dad's helping out today.
You're here in spirit. These suckers don't come out that easy. Do that one. How fast
Boom.
that was. See?
What Drew and my dad are doing here is removing the screws that held up the no longer existing drywall in order to make way for the new drywall to be hung.
There's definitely hundreds upon hundreds of drywall nails that we have to pull out of these boards right now. How many hours you been doing this for, Chris?
I forgot.
So long, we've lost track.
Another day, another penny. How many pennies do you think we have? 200?
Easily.
Yeah. Then you gotta do the back. If we had $1 for every penny we shined.
Ooh.
Final step, you sort of shine it in the towel. Fort Myers Beach, baby. This penny made it. It's amazing. Ah. We're laying out all of Drew's clothes that we were able to salvage. They're all really crusty and covered in insulation and mud, but I think we'll be able to salvage. Cleaning phase 2. We got the bags and all of Drew's hockey jerseys in one.
Baby clothes.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Time for the next round. Just want to show you guys the hallway to my room. Feels like I'm going through a Drew Hockey Hall of Fame. We were able to salvage some of the most precious things from Drew's childhood. Unfortunately, this is the only photo we have of Drew in his little Christmas outfit. So cute.
Oh, what's here? Well, that's fun. Show me the money. Found my dad's wetsuit. He keeps a stash of cash in there all the time. About 10 bucks, maybe 20 bucks. You never know if you're gonna end up offshore somewhere and need a ride back. Guess I gotta wash that too, it's pretty gross. As I'm washing these items, it feels like they've really been through a storm. Right here you can see the strap on the life jacket. Must have got caught on something and snagged. That might be garbage. Looking good. My dad will appreciate that all of his stuff's clean, even though I don't think my dad's gonna be kiting for quite some time.
A weenie whistle. Oh, it's all my foreign money. At least we sort of have doubles of these kinds of things, you know? Look at this that I just discovered. We paid £6 for £1. I wonder, you know, because now the money won't have the queen on it anymore. And let me show you what I got going on over here. These are the pages taken from various books or letters or notebooks from special people over the years and generations. But basically, I'm trying to dry them out using baking powder. I transported them here in a giant Tupperware, each page separated with wax paper. Look at that. Can you believe it? Looks like our watermill, doesn't it? Let's hope this works. I've learned a lot of things about how to clean and dry out items via the Google. I did want to show you guys something that Drew's dad found. It's our 100K subscriber plaque. Sweet little memento of you guys and all our hard work. There's a lot of mud. Looks nice and shiny now, except I just noticed the words came off. I also noticed that in the back, there's like a whole bunch of the Gulf of Mexico muck stuck behind the backing. Maybe we can reach out to YouTube. I don't know. Let's see if YouTube will help us out. Some things can be replaced, you know?
A lot of you have asked how my family is doing, how Brittany and I are doing. Conditions have been harsh, it's been hot, it's been smelly. Brittany went to the other side of the state to be with her family because it just was so hot those first couple nights we were here. This is just not a normal situation. It's hard for all of us, hard for my parents, hard for us, hard for so many people of this community. I think one thing about the community and the people we've seen out here at the beach is, yes, people are distraught, it is devastating, but people overall are in quite a good mood because they're realizing that you just got to keep going on and pull up your boots and get to work because there's just so much to be done.
General sense from your neighbors, people you know.
Rebuilding
here.
Rebuilding, brand new house. I mean, I talked about them. They're here. He's going to build a brand new one. He's been here 47 years in that house that's toppled over there, and he's going to rebuild. He already told me that.
The houses luckily are still standing. There's been structural engineers out and they've approved everything, which is good because my parents won't have to tear down their homes. There's a lot of homes being marked with red X's or red flags, meaning they're getting condemned. That means they have to tear it down, which is so devastating. Whether it was your home or a vacation home, there are a lot of homes on the island that were second homes to people, but it doesn't make it any lighter or different because those were still the places people came for vacation with their families, had memories. This was their place they loved. So I think that's been extremely hard watching some of these houses get bulldozed and just reduced to nothing, just lots now. But as a family and for my parents who are experiencing all this, there's so much to be done and things are moving so fast. There's insurance calls, there's contractors, there's take care of this, take care of that. Also make sure you get rest, get food, get showered. So if I could sum it up, we are doing well. We're moving through this whole situation. We're not sitting and mourning the losses or being totally bummed. It's really all we can do is hang in there, put our best foot forward, be positive, and we will get through this. It's kind of like all the obstacles in life and adventures Brittany and I go on. It's a lot of unknown, but you got to get out there. You got to make the best decisions you can with the information you have. And we hope that whatever you guys might be going through, whether you're here in Florida, somewhere else that's experiencing hardships, or you have family things going on, know that you can use some of the tools that we've been using to help live your best version of your life. So we'll catch you guys next episode, and take care until then.
Shotgun.